I became a veterinarian because I always liked animals, and I always like to say that I was born this way. Then when I started getting more involved, I really like the health aspect of taking care of animals, and it gives me the feeling that I really make a difference in their lives.
I became a veterinarian because as a child, I really did love animals. I was always bringing home something. I also really liked biology a lot and read like the Dr. Dolittle books and then the James Herriot books. And I think just all those different factors led me towards wanting to be a veterinarian.
I wanted a career where I felt like I was giving back to my community in a more direct way. And I started volunteering as a dog walker and then a cat caregiver at my local animal shelter. And I just realized that I really love doing that. I love working with that population of animals.
I became interested in becoming a vet tech when I was in high school. I worked for a local veterinary hospital in the kennels, and they invited me in the hospital to help out as an assistant once in a while. And I was completely hooked on it. I passed out watching my first surgery, so 13 years later I can't get enough.
There's actually many things that I enjoy about working in the clinic here. People are all really working together for a common goal to help these animals that come in. And also, like, what's not to love? I get to play with cats and dogs all day. I mean, and sometimes a reptile and sometimes a bird. So the variety is wonderful, and it's just hands-on with animals all day long. I feel very lucky to have this job.
The Klingenstein Veterinary Clinic handles close to 10,000 animals a year. We do approximately 8,400 surgeries. That includes about 4,000 spay-neuter surgeries, and those are on the animals that have been surrendered to Lollypop Farm. We also do about 4,000 spay-neuter surgeries of community-owned animals through our spay-neuter program.
When cats and dogs come in, when they come in through admissions, the cats get an exam by a vet tech, they get vaccinated, they get leukemia tested and dewormed, they get flea treated, and that's mostly for disease prevention. The dogs get vaccinated, that's to prevent against kennel cough, so everything gets looked at pretty soon after they come in the door. Once they're adopted, they actually come back to the clinic one last time, and we give them a quick health exam, make sure the vaccines are up to date, so when these animals are leaving the building and going home, they're in the best health we can send them out in.
The whole morning is dedicated to surgical procedures. Then we take a quick lunch, come back and do many other surgeries. And at the end of the day, we do the medical checks. We have a list of animals that may have problems and that we can dedicate more time to them. In all this mix of things to do, we have people come in and with animals that need our immediate attention, so it's pretty hectic here every day. We normally do an average of 40 surgeries a day. Sometimes we can do 50 surgeries a day. It depends how many animals we have that day.
We care for a variety of animals in the clinic. We're primarily cats and dogs, but we also do the medical care on all the animals in the shelter, from birds, reptiles. We'll do wound repairs on snakes and ducks and geese.
I do a lot of surgery here, primarily spay-neuter surgeries, but also whatever is within our scope of our practice that an animal might need, like lump removals or a skin biopsy or something along those lines. We also do some diagnostics. Recently, we anesthetized a mallard duck to take x-rays and try to figure out what was going on. So that's something we also have here, is the ability to do digital x-rays.
Lollypop Farm consists of a wide range of departments. All these departments have to work together cohesively in order for us to care for all the animals that come through our door. The clinic is a really important part of that component.
The relationship between the clinic and the shelter is a close one. We work together really closely on a daily basis. We're usually the first ones in the shelter to see anything that might be wrong with the animals. If they're sick or they have an injury or something like that, the first thing we do is we notify the clinic staff, and we rely upon them to provide the medical care that is needed.
The clinic helps the farm animals here at Lollypop Farm in a number of ways. Most importantly, they spay and neuter the potbelly pigs that get admitted. We like to have those fixed before they go up for adoption. And they will assist us with the other animals as we need if our large animal vet can't be out, or if they will assist him as well if he needs it.
At Lollypop Farm, we offer a low-income spay-neuter program, which is also called SNP. The SNP program is important because there's a lot of people who can't afford to take their animal to a regular vet. When they come through us, it's a reduced price, so it's a great resource for people.
Coming from a high-volume spay-neuter background, I've seen a lot of animals that have had a lot of litters and families that have had too many animals and unable to care for the number of animals in their house. And helping to provide people with this valuable service of spaying and neutering at a lower cost allows them to take care of their own pet better.
All right, this is for Elvis. We also have a feral cat program. Those animals need to come in a humane trap. They all get a rabies shot, a distemper shot, the spay or neuter, and it also includes Frontline, which helps reduce the fleas. There are so many feral cats out there that still need people to help them out and have them spayed and neutered.
The number of animals surrendered to Lollypop Farm is decreasing every year by close to 3%. We attribute that in part to the spaying and neutering of all animals that are adopted from Lollypop Farm, as well as all the animals spayed and neutered through our community-based programs. All donations go to the day-to-day operations of the clinic. That's medication, surgery supplies, staffing. We also provide diagnostic services. So much more than just surgery. All of these donations are so important because we believe we should be providing the best possible care for every animal that comes through Lollypop Farm. They do so much more than just the routine. They spend their extra time sitting with a dog as it's waking up, or coming in on the weekend or evening to check on somebody. They are so dedicated to every animal that comes through that clinic, not just the animals that are surrendered to Lollypop. We talk often about all our capabilities and what we do and the services we provide, but we couldn't do it without the staff and volunteers in there who are tremendous and really go above and beyond to care for these animals.
Our clinic gives our community a chance to get treatment for their animals that they may not otherwise be able to give. We encourage them to establish a relationship with a private vet after that to keep their animals healthy. We try to educate them to the importance of getting medical care for their pets.
I feel so lucky to work in this community because we have a place like Lollypop Farm. Lollypop Farm is unique. We give people a place where they can bring their animals when they can't take care of them anymore. And then we make them ready to have their next chapter in their lives.
If you think about all the animals that are adopted from Lollypop Farm, every single one received the best possible care through our clinic. And think about how many animals in our community came from Lollypop Farm. So in fact, our clinic does have a huge impact on the Rochester community. And we couldn't function without the community and their support.